Happy Monday and happy President's Day to all my State of Sorrel followers out there. So it's time for the weekend mashup. I went out and asked my followers earlier what they wanted me to talk about, and like always, you guys gave me some great topics. So I'm going to go through a couple of the questions that I asked, and of course would love your response and comments on all of them. So the first one being, what am I watching during the Winter Olympics? And I'm really and truly trying to watch anything possible because there's a lot of sports out there that I am not sure existed. So I've been watching curling, skeleton, luge, hockey. I knew that existed, but some of my favorites so far that I could watch over and over again seem to be figure skating or ice dancing and hockey. So I don't normally watch hockey just because I'm from the South. It's not that huge here as it is up north. But after watching that United States versus Russia game, I feel like I could watch it again and again. So it's broadening my sports horizons. So on another note, with that Russia and USA game, it looks like the Russians have put a sign in front of the U.S. Embassy that says they're blaming the USA ref in that game for their loss since the referee team ruled that one goal not a goal. So it's interesting to see that they're protesting that game there. And another topic that came out of the Olympics was the Bode Miller interview. And I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, I haven't been able to locate the video, but it's been on the news. An NBC reporter asked Bode Miller about his emotional bronze medal, being the oldest Olympian to have a medal, and then got into some questions about Bode Miller's brother who recently passed away from a seizure, and legitimate questions that a reporter should ask, being that it's such an emotional time. However, she asked more than one question. So asking the one question about his brother is great. It brought tears to his eyes. You could tell he was very emotional about it. But then she, I think, went too far by asking that second question about when he was looking up in the sky and what he was thinking. It was then that he fell to the ground with tears and emotion, and he couldn't carry on with the interview. So great TV because everyone's talking about it, and Bode Miller's wife was a sweetheart and came up and comforted him after the interview. Bode Miller also said on the Today Show that he does not blame the reporter at all, that they were great friends, and he just wouldn't blame her. So I think she took it too far by asking one too many questions about his brother. But what do you guys think about that interview? Would love to hear your thoughts. And the other topic of conversation that is very interesting and has to do with the NFL draft is Johnny Manziel apparently talking to the Houston Chronicle about how if the Texans don't draft him, then they're probably going to regret it because they're going to be playing him twice a year, and they probably don't want to do that because they'll probably lose. So now that we know that Manziel doesn't have a confidence issue, not that we didn't know that before, but we are very aware that he doesn't have a confidence problem. And on another note, in that interview, he apologized for answering that question because he said it brought a chip on my shoulder from a Frito to a Dorito. So I'm totally lost on that. Maybe being 25, I guess I don't get that lingo, but would love to know everyone's thoughts from the Winter Olympics. What are you guys watching? To the Bode Miller interview, and what you think of Johnny Manziel's threat to the Houston Texans if they don't draft him, number one. So would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you again for all the amazing topics, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye!